We're on episode 5 at VIR.
Hyperfest.
That's right. When we finished up last time, we were faster on our mock autocross that we set up, but that course was very tight, and so we figured a road course was in short order.
You know, I didn't intend for this car to ever be on a track, so getting it on the racetrack is super exciting. But guess what? The racetrack's a different world.
It is.
Like an autocross is violent, not right.
Short,
no,
punchy.
no.
Yeah.
Whereas the road course,
Smooth.
slows. And it's going to be so interesting to see what this Ridetech suspension is like in that situation. So this is going to show us a lot about the real capability of the suspension.
Yeah. We had everything dialed into it the way that it was on our autocross for our last episode together. We're going to turn all the knobs down to their midpoint so that we've got a nice neutral setting in the car, and then you can go out, tell us how it feels when you come back in. Does that sound fair?
That's really smart, and it's a good way to start with any suspension. All right, we got the Randit out on a real road course with its whole new Ridetech suspension. So far, the car feels great. The oil temp was low, the water temp was good, the oil pressure held. I think I'm gonna want to add a little bit more front compression to improve feel at turn-in. That's just a guess, first handle. But part of the feel at turn-in is this car still has 1977 steering, which means it's really light. That's how we did it back then. But great session, put in some good laps. I had a couple of scary race cars come roaring up behind me, went through the corner and left them behind. So we're off to a good start.
After your first run this morning, what are your thoughts?
What I'm doing is I'm coming up.
Yeah, just gradually raising the bar.
Yesterday, good first impression.
So now you can start to
Go a little harder,
Yeah.
right? Go a little harder.
on a 10-point scale. Where are you at so far in pushing the car? Okay.
6.5. Yeah, not pushing real hard. The brakes are a little weird. They do nothing, and then they grab. So it's very hard to be smooth and controlled in the braking. But the chassis, it continues to super impress me. And the faster I went, the better it felt. It has this lovely rotation. It just sets in there. I can really tell it's not that old-fashioned live axle. It feels like a much newer car.
Okay.
And way more control. I don't sense body roll. And that tells me I've got really good shock damping. It is rolling. It's a street car. It's relatively comfortable. But it's rolling slowly. And that's control.
Yeah. We'll let you get another session in and see what you think about the car. Then maybe we'll make some changes if you feel like we need to. So.
This car is more at home on the road course, and the faster we go, the better it feels.
How do you think the car is doing in the rear on rebound?
It's like really good. It's funny because on the autocross, it still like felt like I wanted a whole lot of shock, but here I don't need it because we're not doing those quick transitions. You still have a lot of rear rebound, and I don't notice that so much in the handling as the ride.
Okay.
Just seat of my pants says, let's turn down the rear rebound a little bit.
Yeah, how many clicks do you want to take out of it? You're at 12, so you're halfway through the range of adjustment. You want to take 4 out of it, or you want to take 3? Okay.
Let's go 3.
All right.
Big enough to feel it, but not go crazy, because the car is actually, I'm excited. Well, for one, there's no understeer.
Yeah.
It's beautifully balanced. In fact, it might even have a little bit of drift.
Good rotation.
Good rotation. And you know what we got here? We got a 1977 Trans Am. That's 50 years old. So the suspension is modern, but some of the car is still 1977, and part of that's the steering. Let's try some more front compression, especially low-speed compression,
Okay.
to make the car respond quicker and just give it more feel.
How many clicks of adjustment do you want to go on the low-speed compression? Up to?
Up to low-speed compression.
All right. Well, we'll get those changes done. We'll get you back on track, and we'll catch up with you after the third session.
Okay, Blaine, I'm excited. It just keeps getting better there, Blaine.
Yeah?
The car is a ton of fun to drive.
How do you think the car did with those 2 changes that we made?
It's more drifty.
Okay.
The turn in is better. It's easier to read, more precise.
Okay.
But the back of the car is more drifty. I want to know for sure if we turn the rebound the right way.
Well, we know which way we went. We can go the other way.
I hope I'm right.
We can reverse that change if you want. Hydrate and check the car over, and then we can go back out a little later.
Yeah, man.
So on a 10-point scale, you were at 7/10 earlier.
Yeah, I might have been up to about 8.
Okay, all right.
It's still, we got to figure out the brakes, but it's running good, and mostly it's handling great.
Fantastic. We saw you coming out. I can't remember what turn specifically, but there's a pretty high speed undulation as you're going downhill. And compared to other cars, it was sopping it up pretty nicely.
It really does. It's got that magic I always talk about where you want the compliance and the control. And it's kind of drifty at the limit. And we actually changed the shocks to try to improve that. And I don't think it was the right choice. I want to try going the other way now.
We can definitely put that back in it tomorrow. We'll have to go 8 clicks. I think we went 4 clicks out on rebound. We'll go back in on that. You like the compression in the front though?
So far, so good.
We changed the low compression. So
the
we'll
car
leave that.
handles, Blaine. It's amazing.
This closes out day 2 of Hyperfest. We'll be back here tomorrow morning to finish out the final day on Sunday. So tune back in the morning, and we'll get Randy back out on track. That was really fun.
This car is a party, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm actually really surprised. Not that I should be, but having a car this large, handling that smoothly and adhering to the road, I mean, it did exactly what you wanted it to, and it was very neutral. You could put it exactly where you needed it to go.
Notice too how good it was on the curbs.
Yeah.
At VIR, you got to straighten out these curbs, and it soaks them up. Does not move the car, doesn't change its line.
So that run that we went out in a lower run group. What was your take of that run? We did it 218. What do you think the car is capable of now that we've got some data, some seat time in the car, and you're more familiar with it with the suspension on a road course?
I'm going to say at least the mid to low teens. The brakes are one thing that's not sorted out here, but the brakes are not Ridetech. That's really me, but the handling is fantastic.
Yeah.
So guess what? I just brake less because it handles good. So here we go.
We made minimal adjustments on the suspension this weekend. We had taken some rebound out, we put it back in and added a little bit more, and I felt like that was a move in the right direction.
Absolutely better that way, although not what I expected.
Yeah.
And it shows how sometimes a little trial and error, you find the right way to go. And it's so cool to have track quality TQ shocks, oh my God. But this Trans Am is now track quality all the way through.
For anybody on the street, they can go with the HQ, which is a single rebound adjustable shock or coilover. So they don't have to spend the additional for the TQs, the triples, but everything else is exactly what you would get if you ordered that suspension right off the website. So track tested, track proven, and we've had an absolute blast with it this weekend. We've definitely left your car in much better condition than it was before. It's much more capable now. Once we get the brakes sorted out, I'd love to come out and meet you for a track day and get to put the car through its paces.
Yeah, let's get you in it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Thank you, Ridetech. It's amazing. I'm super pleased.